Welcome into Extra Time. Paul Mariner regaling us of his tales in Italy. You went to Rome, didn't you, for Christmas?
I most certainly did. It was
you had a lovely time?
Oh, marvellous time.
Pineapple pizza you sent me a picture of.
I couldn't believe it.
This is wrong.
I was shocked.
You were at the wrong end of Rome.
No, I wasn't.
You sure you were in
That's
Italy?
where it is. Yeah.
Oh,
You sure?
We're at Dad's
I'll
house.
show you a picture after. It was
We're at
different.
the Dad's house for Domino's.
I didn't buy it, by the way.
Let's go to Rome and you ordered Domino. OK.
Did you find an Irish pub?
Oh, yes.
Standard. Yeah,
Standard, yeah.
Standard.
Yeah.
Got to have a
But the
Guinness.
game's wrong. The Sky game's wrong. I had to watch that, didn't I? Otherwise, I wouldn't have seen the games.
So what does that have to do with an Irish pub?
Well,
Why don't you
What's that have to do with an all-day bend
You
in
know
an
they watch
Irish pub?
football in Italian bars, you know.
yeah, well, not English football.
OK.
Standard English behaviour.
Raiuno, I was on.
Go to these foreign cultures and have to find a
Paolo,
bloody
sorry
Irish
about
pub
my
for a
Italian
Guinness.
mate. Sorry about that.
Before we get to the questions, our producer is perplexed at the fact that no one was surprised that £75 million didn't surprise you.
But he's not the brightest, is he?
Well, so he wants me to go to Paolo and ask if Paolo was surprised at the £75 million fee for Van Dijk.
I mean, yeah, a little bit, but not shocked, I guess. Not bowled over. The market keeps moving in a certain direction, and that's, you know, the point is the Premier League clubs have no impetus to sell anymore because the money that's coming in from TV is so huge that none of these clubs are scraping around to get the pennies together. So if Southampton want to hold on to a star asset, they can do so until someone puts up a number that's stupid.
See? He did look a bit deflated in the little room we sit watching TVs.
Well, he does that mostly when he's sat next to you.
Yeah, but he was all excited. He just won't mention his name. People after him. He was all excited about this Van Dijk thing, and we went, for 75 million, who cares? Everybody's paying that now. He's like, God, there's the show gone to pot.
Does this move by Liverpool? Let's go on to the first question. I'm
just going to do that every day now.
What?
Not that I don't anyway.
Annoy him?
Shoot them down. Tomorrow, what we're going to do tomorrow?
Does it?
You've got to shoot somebody down.
Correct.
Does this move by Liverpool all but assure that Coutinho is gone?
Say that again.
Does this mean Coutinho's gone?
Shout louder in his ears, getting old.
Why would that mean that Coutinho's gone? Because they've signed a central defender?
Because
Balance
they
in
do
the books.
£75 million. They have already thought, well, we're going to get 150 for Coutinho.
Well, I mean, it makes sense, but obviously in the summer they'll maybe think about selling Coutinho, but...
What would you prefer? Van Dijk and Salah or Coutinho?
Ooh.
Van Dijk and Salah.
Yes.
While Paul is thinking about it.
Yeah.
And then the leftovers of the other 75 million, plus a little bit of cash injection in the summer, Keita's coming in, looking at a goalkeeper.
He's decent, by the way.
And yeah, he's very mobile.
Which goalkeeper? I missed that.
One that's better than the two that they've got.
All right.
Which is
Donnarumma.
Which
Come
is
and Gigi Donnarumma.
I'm not
Get
sure.
his brother.
You get 2 for 1. Get 2 Donnarummas for the price of one.
Get his brother for £10.
Get the old
That's a sale.
parasite in.
Kevin Trapp.
Ooh.
No, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying potentially available.
You just feel like shouting Kevin Trapp?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's been talked about before, potentially. It's not a big price tag. What are you grinning at that for? As if that's a stupid thought.
Paolo, you mentioned before that maybe players just can hold on to players. Does this suggest Coutinho maybe isn't going in the summer?
I don't think it's necessarily linked that the signing of Van Dijk means that Coutinho is going in the summer. On the other hand, I think the one sort of counterpoint to the money now is that if a player is unhappy long enough, then sensible teams move them on because it's just not great for the atmosphere in the change room at a certain point. So if Coutinho still wants his move in the summer, I think he'll probably get it, but it's not happening in January.
Can someone be called the best manager when he has near unlimited budget and can almost cherry-pick players for his team? How much do you agree with Arsene Wenger? These must be something that Arsene Wenger said. I
presume that's a jibe at the Man City manager,
Pep Guardiola,
who seems to be at the forefront of everybody's sort of finger pointing in terms of spending. There's no getting away from the fact that he's managed the clubs he's managed have been powerful, big, rich, and previously successful. But there's also no doubt that he took over Barcelona at a difficult time, and he turned that ship around, and it sailed and played. And I remember back to that 2011, I think it was, which he's brought up recently, Champions League final at Wembley.
Yeah.
When I was at that game, luckily enough, and I think United took the lead, and then they absolutely wiped him off the face of the pitch in the stadium. It was incredible. So he's done lots of really good things not just with money.
But at the same,
I think, you know.
At the same time, Sir Alex Ferguson had a lot more money than anybody else in the Premier League during his tenure at Manchester United. I don't think that should taint his legacy at all. Jose Mourinho comes into Chelsea, gets Abramovich's money at a time where these kind of big money owners were just coming in. I don't think that should taint Jose Mourinho's legacy either at Stamford Bridge. So I'm not going to do the same with Pep Guardiola, no.
It's just a higher thinking of what Pep does. His philosophy is, and everybody says, oh, it's just this possession football. But if you can possess the ball for 60, 70, 80% of the game, the chances are that you're not going to get beat. So therefore, you're going to have the ball all the time. And when you put together all these attacking players with tremendous pace and tremendous flair, you don't just throw them on the field and it just happens. There's a tremendous amount of work that goes on the training ground. So
the thought process that Guardiola could not coach a Crystal Palace or a West Ham or a Newcastle and improve them is nonsense.
Yeah, but
the thought process that he could take them,
why would you do that?
No, but the thought process that he could take them to a Premier League.
No, but everybody's saying that all he does is he throws money and then the team automatically performs. It doesn't.
Don't you think there is too much time spent on the coaches and they're often oversized egos? It's the players.
Well, it is. I mean,
Everybody knows the players don't have egos at all, apparently.
Shaki, you demanded you have tomorrow off and you got your way. That is the ego that you bring to this team.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Well, it is true that good players make good managers to a certain extent, but you do.
But good managers make good players as well. I mean, look at the turnaround you see just from Sterling.
ESPN FC is back tomorrow.
I'm not finished yet. I'm off tomorrow. I have more to say to make up for my own.
Enough of that. We'll be with you Thursday tomorrow, 5:30 Eastern on ESPN.
Any Europa League?
Am I off?
Right, I'm coming in.
You're off, Shaq.